Alright, hello friends, this is Kat and welcome back to my channel. So, I already knew in my heart that I'm going to do a reading vlog of this book once I receive my copy of it, and I was just waiting for this whole time because my friends and we pre-ordered a signed copy from Waterstones, and my another copy came in today, so I thought I'm gonna start this vlog. Okay, so the book that I am talking about, which you already knew by the title and by the thumbnail, is Babel by R.F. Kuang, and this is definitely one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and I'm just like super duper excited to read this book. So just a little backstory. Why did I buy an extra copy? The reason for that is because I started annotating, like literally annotating and writing on my books this year. And when I realized that my pre-ordered copy was actually signed, I thought of getting another copy which is not signed, and I was leaning more into getting like a paperback of it because it's more convenient to bring, it's not bulky, it's not heavy, and of course it's not, it's cheaper than the hardback. But this is the only edition that we have so far because it was just released, and I think the paperback edition would be released much later on, and I don't know if I can wait any longer. So I thought of just getting myself another hardback, and I am starting to read it right now tonight, and it's around, yeah, it's almost 12. It's still September 10th, and hopefully I will be able to finish this within a week. That's the target date, target time frame. Whatever happens, happens, and I'm going to document it. I'm going to bring you with me. Although this is not going to be like a reading vlog wherein I'm going to show you things that, I usually do. But this is going to be like a little bit of an update when I'm reading, and I'm just gonna talk in front of the camera when I feel necessary to talk about this book. So yeah, that's it. I think I've said enough. So now let me go ahead and read the first few chapters of the book, and let's see what this book is all about. Yeah, let's go. Okay, hello guys. It's been a few days and I totally forgot to update you with my reading progress of this book. It's Babel. It just doesn't have the dust jacket. Let's talk about this book. So first off, I have finished the first part of the book, which is book number 1. I think that is up until chapter 4. And then currently I am on book number 2, which is chapter 8. And I know that it's been a few days and I'm reading this book very slow, which I am not so used to. But at the same time, this is a very dense book when it comes to world building and building the characters as well. And because of that, I am annotating, which I've also mentioned last time that I'm gonna do that in this edition. So I've been trying to tab, as you can see, and also like highlight and write on my book. Just really enjoying my whole time while reading this book. I am very much in love with language itself. I love learning about language, and I don't know, I just think that it's such a good book to geek out and to be nerd about it. So I am just like savoring my every moment of it. So that's why I am still on page 132. And I don't know when I'm going to finish this vlog or when I'm going to finish the book, but it's okay. I think I am ready to finish this for the whole month of September. But right now, I am going to try to finish another chapter, which is chapter 8. And then I'm going to try to check in with you probably tonight or tomorrow, hopefully. So yeah, that's it guys. See you later and wish me luck. Okay, bye. Book 3. Oh my god, my head is gonna explode. Bye. Hey friends, so again, it's been pretty while. I don't know what happened, but it felt like I always kind of forgot to update you with a lot of things. But the last time that you've seen me, like the last clip, was actually last night. Oh, just to give you context, last night, I actually started filming myself because I was in the scene where I feel like my emotions are already piling up and I thought I'm going to cry, so I started filming myself. Robin was actually talking about his mother and it was just like very emotional for me at that point. But then it turned out to be something different. Like the scene instantly changed up to something else and I was so shocked. That's I was just like feeling and thinking so much, and then I just became speechless and dumbfounded of what happened. But anyway, moving on to my reading progress of this book. Of course, right now I'm already on book 4, specifically on chapter 21, page 358, and I think I'm 60-ish% in this one. So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. Like, I have so much to say and I don't know what did I tell you from the last update, because I honestly could not remember when was the last time I sat down and did an update for you. But it was just so good. I was so amazed how good, how great, how like stunning the world building is. I am just so amazed how great Rebecca Kuang is for making language as an element to make something powerful and magical. And it was a brilliant idea. I think this is the very strength of the book, like how language was used in here. And obviously this whole book was well researched. But aside from that, I think a few chapters in, also just in love with the characters. I love Robin so much as a main character. He was just so fleshed out and I can definitely see the character arc where it is going. Like, his character development all throughout the book is very evident and I just like grown to love him more and more in each chapter, as well as Rami. Oh my god, I think Rami would probably one of my most favorite characters in this book, if not my most favorite, because I'm thinking of Victoire as well. But like, Rami is just so well written. So yeah, I just think that the characters grown on me so much in the previous chapters, and I just love their dynamics and their friendships. It's complicated, it's not perfect, and also I love the commentaries in here. Oh my god, I want to vent out to someone how much I hate the British during this time, because it was just straight fuckery and it was cruel. Everything they've done so far to Asian people or to people of color during this time, it was vile. It was truly evil, and I hate them so much. So yeah, anyway, I think I've said enough. I'm still not done, but I think it's gunning as one of my favorite books of the year. I am not yet sure if this could beat Know My Name by Chanel Miller, because so far that's my most favorite book of 2022. So anyway, I'm gonna end my babbling here. I'm going to edit the video. I'm also gonna take some snack. I bought some coffee and potato corner. So I bought some while I was on my way home. We're done. We're done with this update. I hope that you're having a nice day. See you later. Bye. Alright, hello friends. So, it's again been a few days since I last updated you. I think it was 2 to 3 days ago. And today it's September 26th and I am planning to finish this one, okay? Let me give you an update. Right now, I am on page 473. I'm almost done. So the goal for today is to finish this book. So anyway, quick thoughts about this right now. I have felt so many emotions in the past few chapters, and I think I've filmed myself quite a bit in those chapters. I feel so mad and disgusted and annoyed. I know at some point of the book it's going to happen, and I feel like I know where this is going. But I'm scared, I'm afraid for the characters that I love. But for now, we're gonna read the last 80 pages. I have here my coffee. Actually, I've already finished like half of it. And I'm gonna start reading. So yeah, we're going to see what's gonna happen. And I am super duper excited. See you later. I'm done. I'm fucking done. And I cried so much. And I wanna cry again. Because even though I already know what's going to happen, it just hurts so much. Because it just meant a lot for the characters. And oh my god, I'm just like crying. I'm done. Finally. And I'm gonna get back to you when I'm not this emotional, because I'm just like too emotional right now. I can feel it in my bones. But anyway, bye. See you later. Okay, hello everybody. So this is going to be my final review, my conclusion, my wrap up part of the video. And I'm sorry for the noise because my dogs are in here. It's been probably 48 hours since I finished Babel. And I just want to say that it's definitely one of my favorite reads of the year. I just love this book so much, and I'm going to explain it in a few, but just to let you know what this book is all about. So this obviously is a dark academia, as you all know, and this revolves around the story of Babel, or the Tower of Babel. So in here we are featuring 4 characters, but mainly we have Robin Swift as the main character, and then we have his other friends Rami, Victoire, and Letty, and they're like students in this institute. And the backstory is Robin is actually a Cantonese. So while there is a plague that is going on in their city, someone like a mysterious guy named Professor Lavelle will save Robin and get him out of that place, and he will bring him to London. So Professor Lavelle is going to adopt him and be his guardian in one condition. He has to study to get into Babel. So in Babel, we are going to find about the magic system that's going on in this world, wherein the institute is trying to use silver bars and put translation on it to make it work magically. So that's like the very basic premise of it. So just to keep my thoughts organized, I'm going to give you things why I really love this book, and also later on I'm gonna tell you why I think not everyone will love this. So first off, I just love the world building of this book. Like, I love the setting, the vibe that it gives, and how everything was just so well thought, you know? And honestly, I didn't know that I love dark academia until I've read this book. Okay, I'm gonna put this down because my hands. Secondly, of course, I love the characters. The characters in this book are just so fleshed out, in my opinion. I think they are all flawed. They are all imperfect, and they make so many bad decisions that are so realistic. And I hate miscommunication trope, and I hate it when characters don't talk to one another. But in here, I felt like I understood why they're not talking, why they are just letting things left unsaid. And I personally think that R.F. Kuang is so good in fleshing out really raw and morally gray characters. So this is no surprise to me, because even in the popular trilogy, I just loved Rin and her character arc. And I don't necessarily agree with a lot of her characters, but I do understand it and I know where it is coming from. The next thing that I really love about this is how good R.F. Kuang is at storytelling and writing prose that are so beautiful and so impactful. And there are so many lines that I've highlighted all throughout this book because it's just like chef's kiss. I just love it so much. And I want to read this specific line just because it has so much impact on me. So a character said in here, "That's just what translation is, I think. That's all speaking is. Listening to the other and trying to see past your own biases to glimpse what they're trying to say. Showing yourself to the world and hoping someone else understands." Like, it's just so simple, but it's just so impactful to me. Last and not the least, my most favorite thing about this book is how it's just like so unapologetic about colonialism, exploitation, and I just really love how R.F. Kuang really knows how to weave commentaries about society and politics into a storyline. It's just like so good. Like, it's not out of place. It's also not disrupting the flow of the story. It's just like a very seamless way to make a certain topic of conversation. I just love all the commentaries in this book. I think that they are well executed, and I think it opens to a lot of discussion. And I also love to talk about, okay, it's baliktad. I also would love to talk about this book to other people just because I think it's a good book for small group discussion. Now, with the things that I think people will not like about this book, there are a number of things that I can think of. So first off, this story is very dense. There's so much things, there's so much information, there's a lot of discussion about language, translation, about society and politics within UK and also outside. If you don't like books that are just like so much going on or too much information about certain thing, I don't think you're gonna love it. I don't think you're gonna enjoy this book in particular. Of course, it's also not fast-paced. Like, it's not fast-paced at all. It's so slow, but at the same time, it's so intense. So it's like a slow burn kind of thing. So yeah, if you like fast-paced, action-packed kind of fantasy book, I don't think this is gonna work for you. Next one, I think this is not for readers who wants to read more about fantasy, because personally, I think this book is more historical fiction than fantasy, and the magical element is just the silver bars. So I don't think it is for people who love to read more about like fantasy and whimsical things and all that stuff, because it's gonna work like that, you know. Probably this is not gonna work for readers who don't like morally gray characters or morally ambiguous characters, because if you don't like the puppy war because of the characters, you will also probably not like this book because the characters in here are questionable. If you like characters who has a good moral arc or character development, it bothers you if the characters are not that, this is probably not for you. So yeah, I guess. So if you are the type of reader who I have mentioned, then probably you can skip this one because there's so many books out there that you can try. But personally, I just really love this book. Like, I love it, I devour it, I admire it, I adore it, and I'm super duper excited to read another book by R.F. Kuang. I think she's going to release another book by next year, which I'm so excited with the synopsis and all that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because I am so sweaty. I'm like, if you can see my sweat right now. So thank you so much for joining me in this vlog, and I truly enjoyed my time. I hope that I will enjoy my time editing this as well because it's so long. But anyway, bye, and I hope that you remember that the world is yours for the reading. See you in the next one.